Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we are going to the Titan League for our last and hopefully our least scuffed game of the night. And I am joined by a dashing young man, C-Money, the caster, the streamer, the man that does it all, the media lead, the most handsome man in Nemesis. C-Money, how are you doing, man?
Oh man, I'm doing great. You didn't have to hype me up like that. I'm pretty sure Jaegers took it from me on that draft day. Mans came stunting. He did take
Jaeger,
most handsome man.
Jaegers was stunting that day. And speaking of stunting, we have some pretty stunting teams up in here. Godfathers and Blizzard. C-Money. What can you tell me about these two teams?
Well, from what I'm seeing so far, it looks like Godfathers are actually coming in with two rival league players. We got Jake and Clef, because I'm not trying to say that whole name, but both sub-ups from their rival team. Jake has done it before. He's proven himself. He's played pretty good for them. Obviously, their record says otherwise. Both teams sitting at a kind of bad 3-7. Got to make a push real soon if they're gonna want to play playoffs. But I'm kind of interested in seeing how Clef's gonna perform here. And then on the other side, we got Blizzard, we got Luxury, Mad, Max RK, and I don't remember. Toxic. There it is. Toxic. And Luxury, former Dragons player. He's pretty solid, but the other two are names that I have not actually heard. So I'm excited to see them play and see what gets brought out today, as one of these teams is going to be taking the edge in the other with a currently tied record.
Yeah, I think Mad Max meant to say RL, but he accidentally hit the K on the keyboard since they're right beside each other. But Toxic from Blizzard is a solid player. I look forward to him doing a lot of great things. And Godfathers with 2 sub ups. That's definitely going to be the story of the night, C Money. So let me ask you, uh, who's winning this one?
I mean, for me, Blizzard's got a lot of wild cards that I can't take into accountability right now. So it's hard for me to vote for them. But with 2 sub ups, it's going to be on Clef to perform if Godfathers want to take this. So I got to give the edge to Blizzard, but it's probably going to be a 4 or 5 game series in their favor, though.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a good one. I'm definitely looking forward to it. Hopefully, we can get into this one soon as the players hopefully are going to be joining the lobby. But man, it's going to be a good one. And I love watching some Titan League action. See money.
Oh, dude, Titans, they're the best for a reason. That's why we call them the Titans. I mean, it took a plethora of Greek gods to put them underground, so.
True, they definitely did. As Mad Max off the wall, following this one up, showing off some early mechanics. This ball up, Luxury off the backboard, Toxic plays this one to the corner, keeps some possession, plays it to the middle. No one from his team there. Yokes taking this one under control, beats one, passes this across the middle to Jake. Luxury there to cut it off as Clef keeps the pressure, playing this one to the corner. An awkward ball as all 3 of Blizzard is in the corner, but they thankfully get it out. Mad Max sending this one down, but Clef gathering it. A demo comes out as Luxury is looking to wreak havoc. Jake can't quite get it over Mad Max as he looking to pass this one middle. It's over, but Toxic takes control and C Money. This has been an absolutely electric opening minute.
Yeah, I mean, Jake with a great save there. And so far, the Godfather's not really on much of a back foot. They have been under the barrel of the gun so far in this one, as most of the offensive pressure has come from Blizzard. But a couple rotational mistakes, a couple double commits coming out from Blizzard might lead to them not getting the scoring they want, or never mind. All right, they clean it up real quick there, as I was about to say they double commits relieve too much pressure here and there.
Yeah, that double tap by Mad Max was insane. It left the net wide open for Luxury. He just placed it between the defenders. There was no shot in saving that. Both teams showing off some great mechanics as this ball is up, but Toxic beats him to it. Mad Max sends this one down, looking for a double tap, and he gets it underneath the crossbar to go up 2-0.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a heads up play by Toxic there. Gets a quick read off the backboard straight to Mad Max. And Mad Max has no option but to stunt on them there, as he had a free backboard to play with and easily cleans that up with a nice mechanically made double tap.
Yeah, I'm wondering who this Mad Max man is, because I have never heard of him before. But man, at 1920 MMR, you know he's gonna be impressive, as Luxury takes the shot just wide of the net, but keeps it in. Luxury going up, putting on the pressure, gets a bump on Jake. Yokes sends this one to the side. Toxic bounces this one in the corner, follows it up himself as this ball bounces straight down. Jake with a great save, clears that one away. Yokes looking to pull out some mechanics of his own, gets the little touch in the air. No one on Blizzard there to make the save.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a fast heads up play there by Yokes. A nice little doink to the side wall, and then follows it up almost instantaneously. And there's just nothing you can do on a counterattack like that. I mean, maybe if he would have gone for the double tap, they would have had a chance to save it, but he just slotted that one straight in and took
Mhm.
the security goal.
And maybe they were thinking the same thing I was thinking. I thought he was positioned to go for a double tap as this ball across the goal line and Toxic buries it.
Yeah, I'm just assuming Yokes not getting the clear out he wants there. Mad Max, quick challenge and gets it nice place mid. And my guess by the backflip there is Jake fell off the backboard a little too much and wasn't able to stretch his car long enough to get in front of it. And it's going to give Blizzard their 2 goal advantage back.
A 2 goal advantage, huge in Rocket League, because the game ends at 0 seconds. Whereas if you're only up by one, the team has an infinite amount of time to score on zero. So definitely a comfortable position here for Blizzard as they are looking to apply some more pressure. But Toxic has stopped moving. Hopefully he hasn't DC'd or anything as Jake controls this one off the wall. Luxury gets a good 50 as Blizzard just looking like they're trying to play the stall game. Yokes takes a shot high off the crossbar and down. Toxic loses connection. We'll see if either of these teams ask for the restart. But with a 2 goal lead and just 2 minutes left, do you think they can hold on in the 2v3, C Money?
I mean, it's risky for sure, but they do have the advantage of going up against two rivals. I mean, Jake's doing all right, but I'm gonna need some more out of Clef for them to have wanted to call that. But unfortunately, at this point, it's not gonna be called, and it looks like this series is gonna get played out. Well, this game, at least.
Yep, and the rule is it's not a reset unless that team asks for it. As Jake misses what could have been a great opportunity. Mad Max with a great stop, sends us into the corner. Clef just trying to clear this one out, trying to get any chances they can. With a minute left, 2 goals. Mad Max clears this one, and Blizzard C Money is playing a beautiful game of ping pong.
Yeah, the double commits that were coming out earlier, especially when they were on defense, just seem to be non-existent now. And this rotation is looking super clean, super well oiled, and it's honestly what's keeping them ahead by 2 here for the last minute 30. Well, I guess it'd be 2 minutes almost since he stopped moving.
Mhm. And if my math is correct, if they were to double commit right now, that would be the whole team, which really wouldn't be good. So maybe this was all a plan as this ball just dribbles in. Mad Max, nowhere to be seen as this one probably should not have gone in.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it looked like Mad Max himself got dribbled off to the side and just far enough that the ball was able to roll in from the opposite end of the pitch there. And that's going to be scary because they still have 30 seconds to score here. Granted, it did take them a minute 30 last time,
Oh,
as that one was a close one.
that was a beautiful passing play from Grandmaster, or not Grandmasters, Godfathers. Sorry. But just a great save by Luxury, stalling as much time as possible. Yokes is up. Yokes looking for a double, can't quite get there. The ball's there. Jake shoots it, and Jake puts it in. 10 seconds left. The 2v3 has fallen.
Yeah, that's just a bad read by Mad Max there. He probably thought he had the initial touch off the backboard, but since he didn't, he kind of panicked, fell off, and it gave Jake there that whole side of the net to shoot at. And if you're Blizzard, you got to be wondering why you didn't ask for the reset. Because, I mean, you get
Yeah,
10 minutes if you ask for the reset to get your player back on. So,
Yeah, Dan gonna be having a word with them about that one, but Toxic back in the lobby. It is now a 3v3. Probably happy to see that they are still in game one, but probably a little bit tilted from the PC issues. We'll see how he does as Luxury pops this one up. Jake takes this one over Mad Max, gets another touch. Clef takes the shot. That's off the bar, and it's not in as Luxury almost on goal, but controlled himself very well. Toxic off the sidewall. Mad Max turns but can't quite get the touch. Luxury is up. Yokes challenging him in the air. A good 50 off to the sidewall as Toxic gonna beat everyone to it. Mad Max is up. Mad Max taking it off the backboard. A touch from Toxic almost turns into a great play, but can't quite convert as with 3 people, see money, Blizzard is looking dangerous.
Yeah, Blizzard's looking really spicy in this game. They're looking dangerous, scary, all the above. And, Clef had that one opportunity to shut them down for one game, but it might be too little too late now, as this one's starting to really go back into Blizzard's favor.
Yeah, and I wonder how that affects their mentality. Like you're in a 2v3 for like 2.5 minutes and you cannot take the lead, and then right as overtime hits their third, they gave you so much trouble, rejoins. That just has to kill their momentum, see money.
Oh, it definitely does. I mean, I'm sure they were still hyped to get it to overtime. Being down two against two Titan level players with two rivals is still a good accomplishment to get it back, but it's got to be nerve wracking knowing that they got their full roster coming back in for the overtime.
Yeah, and the full roster is definitely putting on the pressure as Luxury doesn't quite get the touch. Mad Max is there. This ball lofted up high. Luxury trying to make it this pass, but Yokes with a clutch demo to take away the threat. Max keeping this one in. Gets a nice little flip to send this one center. Luxury off the backboard. Waterfalls down. No one there to shoot as Clef plays this one around Max, and Yokes finally gets it out of his half. Toxic 50s this one up high. Jake already up. Jake with a shot on net. Toxic teams up with somebody to make that save. What a great save as Yokes keeping the pressure on for the Godfathers. Luxury looking to do this one himself. Double tap opportunity, but Yokes fast enough to make it there. And with as good as Yokes is playing C Money, I'm interested to see how this game would have went if they had their full roster.
Yeah, their full roster, or even one more, as oh my goodness, Jake with the little fake there, instead of going for the flick, just goes to 50, and I don't think Lux was ready.
Yeah, just fakes it around Luxury, who had a decent challenge, but just got caught in an awkward spot. And Jake coming up huge to take game one for the Godfathers.
Yeah, that was huge for the Godfathers. That's going to give them some momentum. That's going to give them what they need going into this series. And starting off on top here is going to be great for them because otherwise, starting down, knowing that you're at a roster disadvantage is not always the spot you want to be in as things get a little crazy that way.
Absolutely, and Yokes putting up 850 points, 2 goals, 3 saves, putting on an absolute clinic. And Jake, the rival league player, as you mentioned, putting up 600 points of his own. Uh, a good showing out of Jake, but Clef still has a lot to be left to be desired.
Yeah, Clef is definitely the one I'm looking up to step up the most. He's got to be on par, somebody you talk about in this series. Otherwise, that could spell disaster for Godfathers in the long run. I will say I was a little shocked at how Jake started off. He didn't seem to be as strong as normal, but towards the end there, he definitely picked it up. And I mean, he got the overtime goal, so
Yeah, and that takes away a lot of nerves when you can clutch it up for your team. And Luxury made the mistake at the end of that game and almost gives up a goal right there with the backflip. But Mad Max bailing him out and just taking a shot on net. Clef just quick enough to make the save as Max. It's a good demo to relieve the pressure. Toxic takes this one around Yokes, but Clef there to boom this one downfield. Jake is there off the side wall. Max and Luxury double commit. Yokes is there, but Toxic with a nice little pre-jump save. Pre-jumped it low. What a great save from Toxic, showing what they really missed for 2.5 minutes of that game is Mad Max taking this one up and putting on the pressure. But you know, different from game one, C Money. It seems like Godfathers with a lot of the pressure in the early game two.
this one's definitely more back and forth and actually probably, yeah, favorable in the Godfathers. It's close though, but
Hmm.
you can really chalk that up as Clef's getting more involved. He doesn't feel out of rotation here, and on top of that, Jake is now playing at a higher level than the start of last game, and so with the momentum, it's going to be interesting to see if Blizzard can turn things around for themselves. And as I say that, they're going to slot the first one on the inside after a great team play there.
Yeah, Clef, not a great touch off the backboard, and Toxic just plays it off the sidewall. And Mad Max, seeing Yokes go for the squishy save, shoots it low. Just great heads up play from him as he is putting on an impressive performance in this series already.
Yeah, Mad Max is definitely the guy to talk about on Blizzard. Is he has been everywhere. He's been going crazy. Been the one starting offenses, ending offenses, and without him popping off like this would probably be a completely different game.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely was a big reason why that 2v3 went as well for the team with two as it did. But Toxic popping this one off the backboard, going for it again, but Yokes just unstoppable on the backboard, making those saves all day. Mad Max takes this one high. Toxic shoots it, but Jake stays strong on the goal line. Luxury trying to keep this one in, but Jake progressing this ball downfield. Clef takes the shot. Mad Max not with a great touch, and Yokes seals the deal to tie it up.
Yeah, I mean that's just a great touch there by Jake. Wins the 50. Clef with the banger on net. They gotta save it. Don't get a good save. Yokes comes in, and even with three defenders starting to come in on net, he gets a nice little slot there at the bottom, and it looks like two of them pre-jumped and one just making the save didn't have time to land.
Yeah, and God or Blizzard with a chance off the kickoff, but the accuracy just wasn't quite there as this ball is up. Yokes takes it behind the defender, but not on target as Clef pops this one over Toxic. Luxury waiting on boost, so Mad Max gonna take this one. Yokes with a big clear downfield. Luxury plays this one up. Not a great touch as it goes right back down. This ball's in the middle of the field. Jake with a good 50 to keep it there, but Max patient, waiting. Toxic sends us into the middle. Clef can't quite get there as Yokes gonna control this one off the wall. Low boost, going for the flip reset, can't quite get it as Max sends that one across. Clef with a nice little double touch, gets it across the defenders, and Jake puts it in the back post.
And that's what you need to see out of Clef as the Godfathers. Sure, it wasn't intentional, but he was there ready to challenge, ready to put on the pressure, and not let the Titans do what they want to do and essentially walk over an almost all rival league team. And just because of that dunk, they ended up with a pretty wide open net and able to get the goal out of it.
Yeah, they definitely doing what he needs to do to help their team win as they're up in the series and the game. As a great save comes out from Yokes. That ball halfway in the net. Toxic keeping up the pressure. Mad Max can't quite get it as Yokes clears this one off to the side. And see, Money, if I had to ask you, or I did ask you at the start of this game, and you gave the favor to Blizzard, and I did too. But man, with two rival league players, Godfathers are looking great.
Yeah, Godfathers are really shaping up to be a huge threat in this game, and honestly, I don't know how they're not winning more. They're looking solid here. They're making great plays, but after watching the Pinnacle game, I guess I don't need to really ask because that was just crazy in comparison. But yeah, this is really good teams going at it right now, and they're doing really solid. And I I'm just kind of shocked at how well their rival league players are keeping up.
Yeah, it definitely. If you didn't tell me they were rival league players, I might not have known. As Yokes 50 this one up high, Clef sending it downfield. Yokes is down there looking for the redirect, can't quite get it. Just stalling as much time as he can. 15 seconds left. Blizzard progressing down the field. Jake cuts it off. Luxury gets it around one, going for the double. He gets it, but Yokes plays patient, gets this one up in the air, sends it across, just killing as much time, and the double touch might be the dagger, the nail in the coffin, as that ball touches the ground, and God on match point.
Yeah, Godfathers really showed up there, really played a solid game, and unlike game one where they were just kind of outperformed in all aspects of the game, they were able to take this one and play the game in their own hands that time and came out with a solid dub instead of a 2v3 dub. But
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely, you definitely feel better about that one.
yeah, that is definitely a good one to feel good about. And now they have every bit of momentum. They have three more games to win in. to take this series. Hopefully they do it in the next two. That relieves the most amount of pressure because going to a game five is just absolutely devastating after going up 2-0.
Absolutely, and Blizzard like played a great first half of game one, and then that disconnect happened, and I think they might be tilted. I certainly would be, and when you're tilted, you just don't play as well, and I think that showed in game two. As looking for Yokes to join the lobby, there he goes. My Godfathers on match point. Didn't think that would happen this soon, but here we go as the kickoff takes place straight out to the side. Mad Max wins it. Jake can't quite get the touch off the sidewall, but Yokes pops it up. Luxury there to cut it off. Toxic there to shoot. Shoots it wide. Mad Max there to seal the deal. Puts it out of Jake's reach to take the lead in this third game.
I mean, what else can you say about this play here besides absolute bombardment on shots close enough to net to make the defenders jump? And when people are jumping left and right, comms get confused, rotation gets confused, and that's exactly what happened there and ended with a wide open net for Blizzard and able to start this one off early in the first 15.
Yep, and Yokes with a great save to stop it from being a 2-goal deficit. Yokes pre-jumping gets a great touch. Jake finally getting a touch on this ball, but Luxury keeps it in. Toxic with the dribble, can't quite get the touch as Yokes 50s it with Mad Max on the back wall. All three players from Godfathers on the back wall, but this ball sent out. Toxic looks like he's going to win the race to that one. Plays it into the Godfather's corner off the ceiling. Luxury's up. Luxury sends this one into the corner, and see money Blizzard has just ramped up the pace.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Blizzard, there's nothing else to do. You have to go all out. You have to do or die. That's essentially what it is, and that's how they have to play. Otherwise, they're going home early tonight, and another stream 3-0 for the night, which is not what we want.
Yeah, we definitely would love to see this one go the whole distance, but Godfathers definitely want to end it here, as like you said earlier, they are at the roster disadvantage. Luxury sends this one down. Clef plays this one over to Jake, but Mad Max gonna cut it off. Jake was a good recovery, lands, but gets bumped. Yokes forced to make a save. Gets this one over Mad Max. Yokes playing it downfield, can't quite get it as demos come out to relieve the pressure, and Toxic takes a shot just wide and plays it even wider, just a bit outside. See money.
Oh, yeah, that was an absolute great play by Toxic to start. I mean, he gets the double demo, and you see them spawning in as the passing play has already happened, but puts it a little wide, and then he sends it to the corner, and then doesn't get the clearing touch there, and it's gonna give the equalizer to Godfathers.
Yeah, all that pressure you had, just absolutely momentum killed by two missed touches. One on a possible open net, and the other sending it towards your net. Uh, Godfather's in a good spot to take this one as Jake takes a shot downfield, but it's just wide. Toxic off his backboard gets a good little air dribble out. Clef taking a shot, but Mad Max easily saves those. Luxury plays this one out to Toxic, who beats Jake, going for a double and a pinch, but Yokes, once again, solid on the backboard defense, sends that one away. Jake passes this one middle, that's dangerous. Mad Max takes the shot, and they can't make the save.
Those are those moments that make the difference, honestly, between rivals and Titans, is just the occasional slip up on the clear, the touch, and that's exactly what happened to Jake there. Is he just couldn't make the touch he wanted. I'm assuming he was going for the big bang and got the big pass straight to Blizzard.
Oh,
Oh, and an unfortunate kickoff.
yeah, took the words right out of my mouth. See money is the man cheating up, just ball sails right over him, and that's one that Mad Max should never miss.
Yeah, those are the ones you do not want to see on kickoff, regardless of cheating or not. The bounce is the worst one to play because that one's just too easy for the other team to play, as they have all the advantage on it, and proved it there with the easy goal.
Absolutely, and let's just point out Mad Max 3 for 3 shooting, putting the team on his back. He does not want to get sent home early, but on the flip side, Yokes and Jake connecting to bring this one in one.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a great play by Yokes. He saw the mistouch, got the great pass middle, and Toxic trying to rush back to get the clear out. The ball just rolls straight off of him. And Jake, the absolute disrespectful pre jump on him not making the touch at all. It's just right there to clean it up.
Yeah, and doing what they have to do as Luxury, looking to put this one on net, but can't quite get there. Yokes controlling this one out, gets a great 50, takes a shot off the side of the net. Clef not in a position to make the touch as Max pops this one up high. Jake can't quite get it. Clef can't quite get it. Jake can't quite recover as Mad Max puts in his fourth goal.
Yeah, I mean, that was a close read there by Jake. It looks like he just didn't have the speed or momentum to get up to it initially. And he tried to time it on the way down and was just a little off to the side. And that's just going to give or not Clef, uh, Blizzard the easy read. I couldn't remember who scored it there.
Well, probably the only one that has goals, see money.
No, Mad Max.
There you go. As part of me was hoping that Jake would come down and pinch that ball on against the ground and score off of it. That would have been a clip in and of itself, but it didn't happen. And Blizzard up 4-2. Luxury keeping the pressure, wanting to make a statement this game. As Yokes sends this one over to Clef. Clef continues it downfield. Yokes playing this one towards the net, and
Oh
Toxic
no.
with the missed pre-jump brings it back within one.
Yeah, I mean, a decent pop there by Mad Max almost got it out of Yokes' reach there. And Toxic, I'm not sure what he was pre-jumping for, but he decided to, and that was not the answer. And it gave Yokes the entire net to shoot at. And a minute left, down one, is not the worst spot that Grandfathers can be if they're looking to take this in three.
Yeah, I mean, down by one with 1 minute left, certainly doable. We've seen plenty of things that are a lot more crazy than that. That's Toxic looking for a little double tap, but Jake plays it up over him. Luxury off the sidewall, going for a double of his own. Plays this one to the middle, but Clef pops it up. Mad Max with the backflip is gonna let Jake make the challenge. Toxic off the sidewall, plays this one to Max on the backboard. Luxury in a good spot to keep it in, but no one there to shoot. I thought no one was there to shoot, but Mad Max buries one.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what happened to Jake there, but he just veered off. Yokes might have called him off thinking he had the beat, but got bumped before he could make it to the ball. And it's gonna. Clef was not ready for it. That was an absolute heater on net.
Yeah, 5-3 with 30 seconds left. Godfathers need a goal right here. That's Toxic looking for a double tap, and
Oh
oh
my
my god, what
goodness!
an angle! Holy!
Yeah, Toxic gets a free pass to him and gets the free pass up off the backboard. Probably sent it a little higher than he wanted, but he did not care, showing off the mechanics there. He gets the read, gets the angle, and that one's probably going to be in clips later tonight.
Yeah, I sure hope so, as that was an absolute great shot. Definitely highlight worthy, as Yokes looking to get a little consolation goal there, as 6-4 with 10 seconds left. That looks like it's gonna be it for game three.
It might be, but with how much scoring that's been happening so far in the last 20 seconds, that's the third goal in the last 20 seconds. I think two more might be doable. It'd have to be super favorable, which that kind of is. See if Jake can get it here.
Nope. Jake gets cut off by Luxury, and with 3 seconds left, that's gonna hit the ground. And Blizzard gonna take their first game in this series. Definitely an all-star performance coming out of Mad Max. 5 for 5 on the shooting. Uh, just all around great play from that whole team.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about 5 for 5 for shooting. I mean, when a team shoots that well, you're almost guaranteed the loss, regardless of what you do. I mean, team shoots 100%. They really only need to take a third of the shots you do, and they're still going to get the win. So, it's just proven there by Blizzard with the final outcome of that one. But we're heading to the cursed field that is Forbidden Temple, that has the wackiest of the wackiest, the weirdest of the weirdest, and the wildest of the wildest, all happening at once. So we'll see what happens here in game four.
Yeah, and We'll see how Godfathers can bounce back, getting clipped on, having an absolute stellar performance from Mad Max, and with two rival players, that reverse sweep is always just in the back of your mind.
Yeah, that reverse sweep is now more potent than ever, especially with a performance like that. There's not going to be much they can really do to bounce back unless, they're just mentally resilient about it. And it does not look like they are. Is oh my goodness, Clef pressing the wrong button here, going absolutely off the wall, and Jake was not ready for any type of that.
Yeah, that was just not a great kickoff from Clef, and mechanical misinputs happen. So we'll see how well Godfathers can do. They've bounced back from nearly every early game deficit, so we'll see if that holds true as Yokes gets stuffed on his air dribble attempt. Max to Toxic. Clef has to make a save on the goal line. He does. Can't quite get the follow up though as Yokes awkward gets a touch, but Max is gonna have a wide open net to shoot on, and there he goes.
Yeah, I mean, Clef getting beat out there. Yokes, he makes a good play, able to avoid the bump and get the play out. But Jake, it's kind of not sure what he was doing. It looked like he went for boost, thinking Yokes might have gotten a full court bang there, but that in fact was not the case there, leaving the net pretty much wide open.
Yeah, and this shot rocketed on net, and Clef makes that save. Yokes sends it down to the backboard. Luxury pops this one up. Clef sends this one down. Jake is there to shoot. Jake misses and throws off Toxic as Clef puts this one within one.
Yeah, and there we just got a case of the calculated fakes. I mean, when you got a threat like Jake in the air, you have to respect it, and that's exactly what Toxic did. And the ball was able to slide right underneath him. He tried to adjust, but couldn't in time. It's going to be a great play coming out from Godfathers.
Yeah, maybe they should try that one again because it definitely seemed to work. As Luxury sends this one down to Max. Yokes stopping this one from getting dangerous. Toxic waiting in the corner though. Two Blizzard players in the corner. Jake is backwards, and Mad Max is gonna capitalize.
Yeah, this is definitely going huge in Blizzard's favor. I mean, not afraid to commit third man there is just a showing on the lack of solid rotation that Gravelords or Godfathers. Jeez, we're just these expansion works got me twisted. As Godfathers have kind of been shaken up in these last two games, and I'm not too sure what happened last game as to why they were shaken up, but a defeating loss is going to be momentum changing, and that can explain a lot in this one.
Yeah, definitely not looking like the same Godfathers from Game 2, but Blizzard showing resilience. Gonna try to fight back from the 0-2 deficit. Jake pops this one downfield. Mad Max gets demoed for his effort. Toxic with a little solo play of his own. Can't quite get the flip, but gets a good pinch. Luxury 50'd away by Yokes. Yokes looking for a pass down to Jake, but gets a dunk instead. Clef can't quite make the touch as Yokes gets it over one. Jake plays it past another one. Toxic sends it away though as Yokes in his corner taking control of this, but Luxury with a big dunk and a big double touch across the net. Toxic takes a little shot, but Jake sends this one away. Luxury to the middle of the pitch. A double commit comes out that looked like an opportunity. Toxic off the backboard to himself, gets a touch. Jake can't quite get there as he gets faked by Luxury. Luxury gets a good 50 into the midfield. And C Money, right now, Blizzard is just winning every challenge.
Yeah, Blizzard is absolutely hounding the offense. They're winning challenges. They're playing smart, heads up. They got fakes in there. They got wave dash plays. They've got backboard passes. The whole arsenal is coming out for them, and just a slight lack of rotation and some miscommunications coming out from Godfathers are what causing this 2 goal deficit. But they're really starting to shape up, as I believe it's been at least a minute since there's been a score from either team.
Yeah, and Godfathers with a great chance there, but I think Yokes might have saved it, pre-flipping for the demo. Unfortunate if you're a Godfathers fan, but you'll take it if you're hoping for some Game 5 entertainment. As with a minute 45 left, down by 2, it's looking like this one might go the distance. Yokes plays this one. Mad Max playing it in. Yokes can't quite get the touch, but Clef stops that one from being buried into the near post. Luxury can't quite make the touch. Everyone in the lobby just not sure what's going on. Jake taking some boost, but Toxic playing the ball. Mad Max up. Clef with a great little touch, but Luxury stays with it. And see money, it just does not look like the Godfathers can get any sort of control.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's going on. The rotation doesn't seem too rough. I mean, on defense, you're bound to double commit from a time to time. I mean, that's when the most pressure is built up. Nobody wants to be scored on. But other than that, they don't look too bad. Just a couple misplays or missed, I guess mechanical errors coming out from the Godfathers, and it's what's really hindering them in these last two games.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have to clean it up if they want to avoid the reverse sweep as Yokes playing this one up high, keeping it in as well, but Mad Max there with a beautiful half flip touch, follows it into an air dribble, gets it over the defender, and almost 50s it in, but Yokes just too strong on defense. Jake can't quite get a great touch. Yoke's going to help him send it out. 15 seconds left. They need to score now, and they need to get a kickoff goal. But Mad Max killing as much time as possible. This ball up in the air. 10 seconds left. Clef can't quite get the shot in the corner. 3, 2, 1. That's the ball game.
Yeah, and that was just another good showing by Blizzard. Maybe not super on top there, super in charge as they were in game three, but this does in fact give them all the momentum, all the power. Going into a game five after being down 0-2 is going to be nothing but morale loss for the Godfathers. So it's going to be up to them, team captain, whoever's in charge there, which I'm assuming is going to be Yokes, to get some type of team pep talk or speech here to really get them going again. Otherwise, they could be looking at the reverse sweep straight in the face and pretty soon on paper.
Yeah, and I'm surprised Godfathers didn't take their whole minute as they readied up with about 20 seconds left. Jake sitting on the bottom with 86 points, and all series long we've looked at Clef as the one that needed to step up. But after that game, Jake is going to have to dig deep, and he's going to have to find it in himself if he wants to make this reverse sweep go.
Yeah, Jake is definitely the one that I thought was basically ready to step up, be here, and be the guy his team needed as a sub up, but it just did not happen in the last two games, really. And he cleaned up there at the end of that last one, but not in time enough to take the series there. So he's going to have to really show out on this one if they want to take the dub.
Absolutely, and Luxury with a shot high, saved by Yokes. Yokes been a monster on the backboard all series long, controlling this one, playing this one to the other side, trying to get a little wave dash, it looked like, as Luxury gonna pop this one center. No one to shoot. Clef, though, just gives this one away to Toxic. I would have loved to see him control that, as Yokes, avoiding a demo, looking to control this one himself, gets 50. Toxic is up. Jake misses the touch, leaves it for Clef. Interesting choice is Yokes gonna get caught on the front post, and Luxury shoots it behind him.
Yeah, I mean, not too sure what happened to Jake there, but he's going to end up leaving it for Clef. It might have looked like they were trying to go for some type of pre-calculated counterattack, but that's going to be instant cut off, and Yokes, he's just going to be a little too far forward and not able to make the save when he's been his team's defensive backbone thus far.
Yeah, and Yokes with a beautiful touch, sending this one down. I think I think Godfathers have trailed in every single game, so we'll see if they can bounce back on this one. Is this ball down to Clef? Clef, not a strong enough shot as Toxic rolling this one to the wall. Luxury is up. Toxic dribbles this one. Mad Max keep getting in, can't get the double touch this time, as this ball pops right out to Luxury. Jake taking it from him though. Jake with a 50 across to nobody. And one thing I've really noticed, C-Money, is I feel like Blizzard, when they hit the ball, they're hitting it to each other, but Godfathers can't quite say the same about them.
Yeah, Godfathers are definitely feeling the pressure, trying to get the ball out into space more so than into each other, and it's really biting him in the butt as we see another out to space clear here as Toxic able to get to it in time, and Mad Max, the first one there, able to get the shot on.
Yeah, and it looked like two of the Godfathers players were just in the middle of the field doing circles. No one back on defense as Yokes can't quite get the touch, and Luxury buries this one into the bottom corner, and this is getting out of hand.
Yeah, I mean, this is just one of those situations where Yokes wasn't the cheater, so he's technically last back, has to make that touch if he's going to commit to it. And in that case, he couldn't, as Jake committed as the cheater to go one way, and Clef on the kickoff definitely has no boost left in the tank at the end of that and is not getting back to any type of heater.
Yeah, and down by 3 with just over half the game left to play, you're gonna have to dig deep, or else you are going down as a team that got reverse swept. Yokes plays this one up and over. Toxic waiting pretty far back, and it seems like Blizzard has adjusted well to the just boom ball style that Jake and Clef are playing. Luxury pops this one up. Toxic looking for like a little double tap or something as Yokes sends this one off his crossbar. A beautiful touch by Jake sends this one to the backboard. Clef with a good challenge, seeing some speed that we've needed to see from him all series. Jake with a little pop touch. Clef takes a shot on net. Toxic off his own backboard. Jake flipping past the boost in the corner, leaving it for Yokes. Yokes can't quite get the touch as Max dribbles it past another defender. Going for a musty flick. Clef stops it from getting dangerous though as Yokes plays it to his own corner, and it's looking like Blizzard is getting ready to just lock Godfathers in.
Yeah, I mean, you see Mad Max here, been the hard carry of his team. He's been defensively solid, offensively superb, and almost nothing you can say wrong about him thus far in the whole series. But you know it's a little out of hand when the top guy is now going for his deep mechanical plays.
Yeah, and one thing I want to note is that Mad Max, when he takes control of that ball, he has consistently beat one defender, usually beats two, and just takes this one, shoots it in the bottom corner of the net to make this one probably out of reach.
Yeah, and just a little bit too hard of a clear out from Jake there, as it looks like he intended to follow it up, allowing Mad Max to shoot in, get the ball, and shoot the ball for an easy goal for him, as that needle was threaded well.
Yeah, and typically, see money, I would ask you like, what could Godfathers do differently? But I don't think they're necessarily playing bad. I think they're just getting completely outsped by this Blizzard team.
Oh yeah, the speed difference is clearly evident in this game. Is, oh my goodness, that's so unfortunate. Poor Mad Max, as he had the ultimate angle. He hit the shot, but the crossbar did not want to swallow that one. But at least he had Toxic there to clean it up and kind of finish the clip.
Yeah, definitely would have loved to see another clip. We got one earlier in the series with Toxic's beautiful double tap and a smart kickoff from Mad Max. Toxic sending this one up off the crossbar. Clef not letting them get scored on again as a few more goals, and it could be Brazil territory. Clef sending this one away. Toxic letting this ball bounce in the middle as it seems like the pace of play has slowed down with Blizzards leaving a guy on the backboard for a little bit, looking for clips. Toxic turtling. Jake takes a shot on net, can't hit the open net, and with 5 seconds left, this game, this series is over. Blizzard, see money, with a beautiful reverse sweep.
Yeah, Blizzard really came back firing in this game 5, or in this series, taking over. since game 3, and there was just absolutely nothing that Godfathers could have done about it at almost any point, really. I mean, game 4 was their best chance, but that one even slipped away there after the first minute or minute 30.
Yeah, definitely had some opportunities but couldn't quite finish it. But there will always be an asterisk on that one. It was Game 5 reverse sweep, but Godfathers did have two rival league sub ups the whole series, so take it with a grain of salt. Power rankers, don't punish them too hardly for that one. But a great showing from both teams, and all around some pretty exciting Rocket League. Even though 2 out of the 3 series were scuffed, see money.
I mean, yeah, okay, they were scuffed. I'm not gonna, there's no I mean. But yeah, they were just not what we wanted today in the beginning, but that series was absolutely phenomenal. We got the game 5 action, we got the solid gameplay. I mean, Godfather's able to bring back game 1, really ends up putting you on the edge of your seat, and they carried that momentum into game 2 and just kind of lost it in game 3. But you never knew going into each game if they were going to bring it back, play with that game 2 mentality they had, and able to take the series at any point in any of those games. But fortunately,
Yeah,
if you're a Blizzards fan, did not go that way.
no, it did not, and like you said, it was a great showing, a great way to end the night with some exciting matchup. C Money, thank you for casting with me. It's always a pleasure being with you. Everyone, thank you for joining the stream on a Saturday night, taking time out of your day to support Nemesis. Thank you to everyone that subbed, resubbed, gifted subs, all of that. We definitely appreciate the support. Make sure you follow us on all of our socials: Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and there's little do you know, there's a Nemesis Facebook out there somewhere. So go find it and go follow it as well. Thank you all for joining us, and we'll be seeing you on Monday with some more Nemesis Gaming League action.
I'm sick of fighting the things that you said. I don't wanna burn all our bridges ahead. I'm tired of going to bed when you left me on red just to turn up the noise in my head. I told you that one day ain't never enough. You tell me I hate you, I still call you up. If we don't got trust, we can never have love. I was putting in the hours, I was. You were calling me a liar.